Hey, Eric, are you there? I just wanted to confirm with you that it was okay to take your suit away from cleaning. Also, I found a little piece of paper in your chest pocket. Is it fine if I just throw this away?
Oh, hey, Helen. Yeah, that's no problem at all. Feel free to throw it away.
Well, what is it? It's kind of cute. Did someone draw hearts on this paper?
Yeah, don't worry about that. A girl from the office brought snacks for everyone and gave a little note with it. That's just from the one that she gave to me, but I didn't even really look at it, to be honest.
Oh, I see. Well, that was really nice of her to get such a sweet gift for everyone you work with.
Yeah, she actually makes her own candy at home. It's pretty neat. And it was really, really good too. Much better than anything you could get at a store. But I guess what else can you expect from a woman like her? She really would make a good catch for some lucky guy. Unlike some people I know.
And just what in the world is that supposed to mean, Eric? You don't think I could make something like that if I tried? Do you want me to try making you some candy from now on then? Is that what you're saying?
No, that really wasn't what I was trying to get at all. Besides, even if you did make candy, I just really would doubt it would even be that good. I think the secret to this candy is that it was made by someone much younger and prettier than you.
You did not just actually say that to me, did you? I really don't even know how to react right now.
Well, you do know that's just about everyone I work with is a young woman, right? And they all have hobbies like cooking or baking or sewing. Not only that, but they're always arriving to work so dressed up with their nails done and hair looking nice. It really is a good work environment.
I see. Well, I guess I'm glad that everyone at your office takes so much pride in their personal appearance.
I think it really is just a matter of the individual. Like you, for instance. You should really try putting a bit more effort into your looks, you know? Because honestly, as things are right now, you don't even come close to being able to compete with these ladies.
Eric, really, can you please stop talking to me like that? It's really, really rude.
I don't see what the big deal is. I'm just trying to be honest with you.
I know, but when you and I got married, you said that I was the only woman for you. You were so sweet.
Yeah, and just how many years ago was that now? Am I not allowed to let my taste evolve over time? I mean, sure, you were good looking back when we got married, but now you've gotten older, and there's just not really much that's worth looking at.
But I don't get it. We haven't even been married all that long. We just had our 4th anniversary.
And in those 4 years, you've been doing nothing but downgrading and getting worse.
Eric, why are you saying all these horrible things to me? You know that I would never say anything like this to you.
And why wouldn't you? Like I said, I'm only telling the truth and being real with you.
Well, because there are just things that you should be keeping to yourself. I mean, do you really think I want to be hearing any of these horrible things you have to say about me? And I don't like being compared to the women at your workplace either. So please, just stop all of this.
You really are annoying. Do you know that? First of all, you're not hearing anything. These are texts. And so what if I happen to like the women I work with? Did you know there's this one girl who works under me who told me that I'd be her ideal type if I wasn't married? But that's not at all surprising since I'm on my way up the company ladder. I guess I just know what the ladies like. What can I say? At least I'm still a catch.
Well, great. So some young woman gave you a compliment. Are you really letting it go to your head this much?
You're just jealous because if I said the same thing to a man, it would mean basically nothing. Nobody wants to be flirted at by some old woman like you. But, like I said, I still have some gas in the engine and I know how to make the ladies love me.
Eric, you do know that I'm trying to live by my words and not insult you with the truth, right?
You really just have no idea what you're talking about at all, and that's why I really just can't stand you.
Right. Well, this has been fun, but I'm going to go ahead and take your clothes to the dry cleaners now. Hey, Eric. I just want to let you know that I finished work early for the day. I remember that you told me you had the day off, right? I was just wondering if you wanted to go out and grab some dinner with me, since we're both free.
Oh, hey, Helen. Super sorry about this, but I'm actually going to be busy up until 7 tonight, so that's probably a no from me.
Wait, what? But you said that you didn't have any plans for the day. I got time off so that I could spend it with you.
Well, it sounds to me like you just jumped to conclusions. But my schedule doesn't revolve around your life. So if you still have work to do, you can just go back into that office and come home at regular time.
But it was my boss who suggested that I take the time off in the first place. I just used my PTO to do it.
Oh, come on. So you're really coming home now then? And here I was thinking I'd have another hour of peace and quiet by myself.
I'm really sorry for not asking you about this first. I guess I just wanted to try surprising you since it's been so long since you and I have gone out. I really would like to be able to go on more dates with you, Eric.
Well, I don't. I don't even want to be seen in public with you, Helen.
But why? What's changed? Why are you acting like this all of a sudden?
It's because I don't want to have to be seen walking around in public with an old hag like yourself. Do you have any idea how humiliating that would be for me?
Eric, you're not really serious about that, are you? Why do you always have to say these horrible things? And just what is so wrong about taking your wife out on a date every now and then?
If you really want to eat out so bad, then you can find a place to eat by yourself. I thought I had one more hour to myself, and you're not taking that from me. So just do whatever you want, but make sure that you leave me out of it.
Does the thought of going out with me really upset you that much? You really don't even want to go out on a date with me?
What are you, a kid or something? Try sounding less pathetic sometimes. There's no way that I would ever want people knowing an old hag like you is my wife. You're too old for anyone to ever want to take you out on a date ever again.
You're just awful. Have you always been like this? Did I just never notice? I swear you used to be much kinder.
And just what are you trying to say with that, huh? Do you really want to keep this fighting going on much longer?
No, you never said anything about how much you cared about a woman's age before.
Well, I'm sorry if it annoys you to hear the truth, but that's all I'm saying right now.
You really think that you can talk to your own wife like this just because someone said something nice to you? I don't know if you've noticed, but you've put on 20 pounds over the last 4 years, and you have quite the dad bod now. So I don't really think you have any right to be talking down to me when you're the one that's looking more and more like a fat old man.
Shut up. I do not need to take this kind of talk from a grandma like you. Everyone knows that once a woman hits 25 years old, she's basically worthless. So don't even bother coming home after work, because I don't even want to see you at all right now.
You do not get to boss me around, Eric. I will go home whenever I choose to, and that time is now.
I'm serious. You better not be coming back home. I won't even let you through the front door if you do.
Eric, just how long are you going to be acting this way, huh? Can you please stop being silly and let me back inside?
No! I told you that I wouldn't be letting you in the house, and I was serious. So you can just turn around right now and buzz off. I never want you back here again.
So you're really going to do this? You're really going to try and throw me out just like this? You're the one who can hardly even take care of yourself. Don't you realize that? How are you going to get along without me?
You really think that I'm going to have any trouble at all getting along without you here? I already told you that women your age are worthless. Breaking up with you won't change a single thing about my life.
You and I both know how much of a lie that is. You can't cook or clean. You know you need me for that. You can call me an old lady all you want, but the fact of the matter is that the house would fall apart without me, and your life too soon after that.
Sure, that might have been the case for a past version of myself, but things have changed and I'm not that guy anymore.
And just what is that supposed to mean? How do you think that you've changed at all?
Because I don't need you anymore. That's how I've changed. I'll throw all your stuff into a suitcase and throw it out the front door, so you might want to hang around long enough for that.
Eric, are you there? I think you and I should have a little talk, but I want to do this in person, so I'm coming to the house.
I thought I told you that I never wanted you coming back here again.
I know that, but I'm sure the house is an absolute mess without me there, isn't it?
Well, if that's all you're worried about, you're wasting your energy sending these messages. I have a new wife to do all the cooking and cleaning for me.
Wait, I'm sorry. You have a new wife?
That's right. I'm divorcing you. Or rather, I already have. I sent the paperwork and everything already.
And just how did you get our divorce papers processed when I never remember signing a single thing?
Well, that would be because I filled in all the forms myself. I didn't want to invite you back here just to make you sign them. But now we're broken up, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Okay then, why don't you tell me just what you mean by having a new wife?
It really is pretty simple. I just traded you in for a younger model, of course. I was seeing this younger woman, and then I proposed to her. She's much prettier and younger than you.
Eric, you do realize that you're admitting to having an affair behind my back, don't you? I'll be able to sue you for your cheating.
Oh, that's just fine with me. If an old lady like yourself needs to be paid off to leave me alone, I have no problem with that at all.
You really are just horrible, do you know that?
Well, I say that it takes a horrible person to know a horrible person. So what do you think of that? Besides, I may be horrible, but at least I'm not some old geriatric like you. That's why I had to leave you. I couldn't stand being around you anymore.
I see. And just when is this new wife of yours supposed to be showing up at the house then?
Actually, thought she was going to be arriving yesterday, but we had to adjust our plans. I know that she'll be arriving any day now.
You really don't know anything at all, do you? Oh man, this is actually so funny. I'm laughing so hard my stomach hurts. I'm sorry, but no matter how long you wait, I'm afraid that your little girlfriend isn't going to show up. She won't even be answering your calls or messages anymore either.
Wait, what? I don't understand. What do you mean by that? What did you do to her?
You really think that I've just been sitting on my hands, waiting for you to make your move this past month? You've been acting suspiciously for a long time. So I decided it was high time I do some digging into what you've been up to. And I learned all about your plan to try and marry this girl as soon as you managed to get rid of me.
You looked into me? What is that supposed to mean? What did you do?
Well, I had to go and talk to a lot of people. Sometimes I would even wait outside your office so I could try and talk to people.
You went to my office? Are you kidding me? You better not have been spreading any kind of rumors about me.
Oh, I didn't do anything. Or rather, I should say that I didn't have to do anything. The rumors were already there. All the rumors about you having an affair with one of your younger coworkers. I think she was actually the one who complimented you, wasn't she?
That girl has nothing to do with you, and you should keep away from her. You're just jealous because she has my heart and not you.
Oh, I think that it goes much deeper than that. And I should know because I waited until I could ask her a few questions as she left work. I talked to her and told her that I'd tell the company what you had been doing, and I tell her parents that she was sleeping with a married man. I learned that she had more or less just moved from her small town to the city, and that she really didn't know how things worked here. But by the time she realized just how much trouble she was in, she cried and begged me not to tell anyone.
So then, you threatened her? What's the matter with you? Have you lost your mind?
Well, I only told her that she did something bad and she would have to be punished for it. But you really should have been the one to show her all these ropes. She had no idea what she was getting herself into at all. But she promised to break up with you and never talk to you again if I kept my mouth shut. Aren't I so kind?
So then, I'm never going to see her ever again? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, I saw her last Friday, and so I believe that tomorrow she's going to quit her job.
I can't believe that you did this. How could you?
You were the one who was constantly comparing me to others, putting me down just because of my age. But I guess I should be grateful to this woman for helping me realize just how horrible you really are.
But you're going to ruin my plan. I'd worked so hard to get away with this, and now you're ruining it. Not only that, but you stalked me and my girl and even threatened her? You really have gone crazy. Do you realize that?
You know, I actually had no idea at all that I was capable of doing something like this. But you can only blame yourself for pushing me this far.
And that's why you had to ruin everything with the woman who I was going to marry? How could you do this? You're terrible. You're nothing but a green-eyed harpy. Do you really want to stay with me that badly?
Excuse me? Who said anything at all about me wanting to still be with you?
But I thought that you were trying to break up what I had with the girl from my company so we could stay together.
No. I just wasn't about to let you get away with leaving me for someone else and getting your happy ending. All of this was just my revenge on you for the way you'd been treating me. But things are only starting for you.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that I am going to leave you with nothing. You are going to be crushed by the time I'm done with you.
Hey, Helen, did you call my boss and speak to him about all of this? He just called me and was asking about the affair.
Well, of course I called him. I said that my husband was having an affair with a coworker and asked you two not to be placed in the same room. Of course, it won't really matter tomorrow when that girl shows up to quit.
But if it didn't matter, then why did you go tell him? Now he knows all about the affair. Ugh, I can't believe that you would do this to me.
Well, I just thought that your boss might be interested in knowing what was going on right under his nose is all. Of course, the two of you can't be fired for this, but I'm sure that you're going to get a serious talking to.
You don't have to go and tell my boss about this. Now I'm really going to be in big trouble because of what you've done.
Yeah, it sounds to me like no one is going to be able to trust you after this. You really should just quit yourself. After all, there's no way that you're going to get ahead in the company with the reputation you have now.
But this isn't my fault. You did this to me. But I won't let you win. I know how to get ahead. You think working hard is the only way to climb the ladder here? I can brown nose. I can grovel. I'm not above doing that for my career. And so what if this boss doesn't trust me? You don't think there's a whole network of managers here who I can appeal myself to?
Oh, right. I almost forgot to tell you that you will actually probably end up getting fired, though.
Wait, me? Get fired? What on earth are you talking about now?
I'm just saying that I think you're going to get fired. It's that simple.
But why? You just said that the company can't fire me for having an office affair or anything like that.
Well, yes, that would be the case usually, but you were having the affair on company time.
And just what's wrong with that? Huh?
And not just company time. You two could spend company money while on business trips with each other. Or you would use the company credit card to take this girl out to lunch. You essentially stole money from the company to do what you were doing. And that, dear Eric, is a fireable offense.
I wasn't doing any of that. And even if I was only doing what I needed to do to get my work done.
So what part of your work involved all those fancy dates at nice restaurants with just the two of you? Honestly, you didn't really think that you'd get away with this forever, did you? You left a long, long paper trail detailing all your wrongdoing.
Now, please, you don't understand. Those weren't dates. I was just trying to show her the ropes of the office life. I swear.
Oh, I'm sure that you showed her all kinds of things. But now that we're coming to the end, you should know that your company is going to sue you for that money.
This is all your fault. You told them things they never needed to know about. Why couldn't you just keep your mouth shut about all of this?
Well, don't go blaming me for this. I got all this information out from your little girlfriend herself. It just took a little bit of hard questioning before she put you both up to dry.
I can't believe that the two of you would do this to me. You're both terrible. I knew I should never trusted a girl like her. The only thing worse than a nagging old woman is a stupid girl.
You know, at this point, I almost feel bad for this poor woman. You got her into so much trouble than she probably ever expected to get in. But I've said all I want to say to you. You'll be hearing from my lawyer soon. After that, Eric received an email from his boss asking him to report to his office first thing in the morning the next day. There, Eric got the news that he would be fired and sued for his embezzlement. In the end, Eric was made to pay $20,000 to his former employers. Eric was unable to pay that amount and had to beg his relatives for help affording such a huge sum. It wasn't long afterwards that I sued him for his affair as well. His parents weren't about to bail him out of that one. In the end, his whole family chose to ignore his cries for help. Drowning in debt, Eric was barely able to find another job, but it came with a huge cut in pay. Now Eric lives in a tiny apartment, spending as frugally as possible to be able to afford his legal debts. It's been a year since I broke up with Eric, and my life has never been better. I have a new boyfriend, and I can laugh all I want thinking about this time in my life. But honestly, I wish I could just forget about it all and leave it in my past.